What is up, guys? I'm back with another video. Excited to kind of give you guys an update on what's been happening over the weekend. And I'm recording this after today is Monday night. So after the market has closed on Monday, so I'm gonna give you guys a little update on how my portfolio did following Friday and today, which have been pretty good days. So let's get straight into it. Right now, we closed up $20.73. At the height, we were up about $47, 48, somewhere around there ish. Um, Wish it could have stayed up there, obviously, but that's not how it worked out. But that's fine because you know what? Tomorrow's a new day, and we can get right back up there. But we just have to wait and see for now. On the week, we are up $74, 3.5%. That's pretty great considering that just yesterday, we were in the red. We were only in the red by $4. The day before that, we were in the red by even more than that. But now we are up $16.65, a little bit less than 1%. We are about to cross the 2,100 invested mark. We just crossed 2,000 not that long ago. And I'm saying we, but I really just mean me. I don't know why I'm saying we. Um, Best performer of the day has to go to CoreWeave. Crazy comeback considering that just a few days ago I posted a video kind of pointing out how they are the worst position in my portfolio. Today they killed it with a $14 return, made $14 today, and now they are sitting sixth in my portfolio. Can you believe it? Sixth position. I can't even believe it. I mean, every day that they keep going up, I'm just shocked. I mean, we're talking about a 32, almost 33% return in the last 5 days, which is pretty amazing, pretty spectacular, and I'm absolutely overjoyed that CoreWeave has now shut me up and proved me wrong and is now fighting for a top 5 spot in my entire portfolio. Leading the way, though, is Tesla, which is also one of those stocks that has not, it wasn't performing up to par, in my eyes, what I expected it to do when I started this strategy. And yet, it somehow made its way um, up to the top of the portfolio. It is up, let's see, it's up seven, a little over 7.5%. Have 145 invested. All I need, I believe, is somewhere around, I don't know, 1%, 2%, something like that. I think I need like a few more percent to hit it. Will it hit it tomorrow or this week? Maybe, maybe not. It may go back down. I'm not really sure, honestly, and that's really what this whole strategy. Something I've been struggling before I continue going, with some of the other stocks and other positions. Something I've been thinking about lately when I make these videos is like, man, my strategy is so boring. Like, it's not sexy. It doesn't, like, it's not. I'm not talking. I'm not looking at no technical charts. Somebody posted on my last video in the comments. They said it went up because of technical analysis. Read the charts. I told him, I said, you know what? I think there is a little bit of truth in that. But I think if it was as simple as reading the chart, if everybody who knew technical analysis would never be wrong. And I don't look at charts. I don't read charts. My strategy, if you don't know, I call it the Mayweather method because we know Floyd Mayweather. I would call him the best defensive boxer of all time. And that's what my strategy is. It's designed to be defensive. It's designed to, it's not giving. It's like it sounds. It's not giving you those. It's not entertaining you the way you want to be entertained. Think boxing. Think Muhammad Ali. Think Mike Tyson. Joe Frazier. You want knockouts. Floyd Mayweather not really giving you knockouts. But he's just winning every fight because he can't get hit and he's pinpoint accurate. That's what I kind of went for when I created this strategy. So back to what I was saying about it not being sexy. It's ugly. It's not pretty. It has its its own little style. You know, it has its own little flair, but it's not really that attractive girl that everybody want. It's kind of like the quiet one. It's yeah, it is. That's exactly what it's like. It's like the quiet girl. You know that she's pretty, she's cute, she cute. You know, she ain't really stunning. You know, she ain't the head cheerleader. You know, but she ain't the model. She ain't on the runway. But like, she respectable. Like she's respect. That's what this is. S&P is up, I believe, ooh, nine. I want to say like 9.5% year to date. It's up 9.5%. I started this strategy with 3,500. Maybe a little bit more than that, but about 3,500. So that's the number I use, and my current return I think is like 5.23% on all my capital. So just like total return, 30 started with 3,500. Total profit right now since I started this strategy May 9th is $182.96. I probably no, I won't. $182.96. Um, so technically, I'm not beating the market right now. But the interesting part is, stay with me because I know some people heard that and they're like, "Oh man, like dang, you can't even beat the market." I mean, you know what? But here's the interesting part. On my average, so my average closed positions, my average return is 24%. So here's what you gotta understand with my strategy is because I started this in May 9th. I didn't close my first position until June 20th. So it took me a month and 10 days to build my to 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 allow my strategy to build up enough in order to get that first sale, and then it started, coming and coming and coming and coming, right? But um, as you can see, 1.4K in the bottom left. There's a lot of capital that I have yet to deploy. So I really like to look at my average return on the positions that I've actually closed because it's showing the return on money that's actually working, right? So even if I were to close all these positions right now, I would still be up $16.65. Now I wouldn't close the down positions because that makes no sense at all. But if I were to close all these positive positions, then obviously my return would be higher. But I'm not doing that right now, and I can't really. I mean, I can, but it would just be such a hassle to continuously every day calculate what the return is based on how much I have invested at that specific time when it's going to change immediately the next day. When I sell a position, it's going to go down. So it's just going to keep, it's too much of a hassle. I'll just say right now my portfolio is down. It is not beating the market in terms of total return year to date, but I believe it will. And we're going to come back to that point. SoFi Technologies has not yet hit the 15 mark, but I believe it is due. So the same with Robinhood, Broadcom, Nvidia. I have faith in all of these positions. Taiwan Semiconductors, maybe not. Maybe after CoreWeave is where the faith kind of stops. The faith kind of, even Nvidia, it's not moving fast enough for me. So we kind of just gonna wait and see. There's a lot of stocks that really shocked me. I really didn't think would be as high as they are right now, as quick as they are right now. Let me just say, like Taiwan, $55 is 6.72 dollar gain, up 12.21%. That's nice. I can't hate on that at all. That's respectable. Nvidia, they're only 35 invested, but looking at a 24.63 percent return, $8.62. We got Alphabet in there, Target in there around $4, Oracle around 3.5, Broadcom only $50 invested, but an 18.32% return. So a lot of these stocks, I just really have to wait and see. If we go down to the bottom and see what's not performing so hot, we have United Health, which I've talked about before, is just one of those slow movers. Probably it'll take some big news to get that reversal that I'm looking for, but I'm okay with just keep averaging down, keep getting the average cost down, and kind of just give it time to develop, right? Circle, I've already sold I think twice now, so I've already made $30 on Circle, and I have $100 invested. Again, it's another one of those stocks that can swing very quickly, and I believe it has its first earnings report coming up tomorrow. So that can be, you never know. It could be up 20% tomorrow. I probably won't be up 20% tomorrow, but you never know. It might 10%, maybe 5. And that's all you really need with a strategy like this. Eli Lilly up. I mean, not up. Down 12.75%, but only a $9.5 loss. Coinbase, Supermicro, Hims and Hers Health. A lot of these can move very quickly, can shift very quickly. Figma had a really good day though. 5.62%. Yeah. So that's that. That's what's been going on with the portfolio. Here's the stocks that I bought today. $5 in Hims and Hers Health, IBM, Palantir, Adobe, and Caterpillar. Um, yeah. So that's what's been going on with the portfolio. I want to say one final thing, right? I've been thinking about this. Back to what I was saying about my strategy not being sexy. It's not, I'm not beating the market right now in terms of total return. Technically, if you consider my average return on closed positions, I'm killing the market. I'm dominating, but obviously, I'm gonna be fair. I'm gonna look at total return, and if I take into if I'm looking at total return, yeah, I'm losing right now. But here's what MJ said, right? MJ said, I'm a basketball guy. Last video I gave a Kobe reference. This time I'm giving an MJ reference. I might have referenced MJ last video too, but he the focal point in this video. Forget Kobe. MJ to go. Respect to Kobe though. No hate. Right? MJ, if you watch The Last Dance, there was something that they documented. Obviously, Last Dance, it was focused about MJ, but the Bulls last championship and their second three-peat. And I don't remember what year this was. This was 1995, 96, whatever. But B.J. Armstrong was he was the former point guard for the Bulls during their first three-peat. So he won championships with the team. Then MJ retired. They break up. MJ come back. They start three-peat again. B.J. Armstrong is on the Charlotte Hornets. The Bulls are playing the Hornets in the playoffs. I hope you follow. Now, it's late in the game. B.J. Armstrong, they got him. They interviewing him. B.J. talking his talk. Because B.J. start killing in the last couple minutes of the game, knocking down shots. MJ is on B.J. Armstrong, right? B.J. got the pill. Set a screen. B.J. go around. He make the shot, and he said, "Boom." Right? He said, "Boom." He said it in the documentary. He said, I wanted to let MJ know, I wanted to let Phil know, I wanted to let Scotty know, I wanted to let that whole team know, right? That he took this game. So the Bulls lose that game. And here's what MJ said in the locker room before the next game. He said, "You know what?" They asked him, like, "Are you upset about like what happened with BJ?" He said, "No, am I supposed to be?" He said, "The test of a real man is if he can talk trash." He didn't say trash, he said the S word, but I don't curse. He said the test of a real man is if he can talk trash when it's even score. He said everybody can talk trash when they ahead, when they win it. It's easy to talk trash. It's easy to gloat. It's easy to be confident when you win it or you already won. But it's hard. It's a little bit harder to talk trash. Be confident. Talk about how you gonna win when it's even. And then he said even more so when you behind score. That's a real man. Now how does that relate to me? You thinking that like, Caleb, okay, you just told that story, it was mildly entertaining. What the heck does that have to do with investing? Let me tell you. Yeah, I'm behind on the market right now. Right? They sitting at about 9.5. I'm sitting at 5.2. It's about a 4% difference. I'm behind right now, but I believe this. I am going to beat the market by the end of this year. Year return. Even though I started this strategy in May, and the SP is starting from January 2nd, I am sure that I am going to be ahead of the market by the time December 31st roll around. Now, could I be wrong? I could be. And maybe one day if I get rich and famous, somebody might expose me one day and they might pull up this video and they might say, he thought he knew what he was talking about, but he was stupid. And you know what? That's the risk you take when you decide to bet on yourself. You decide to be confident. When you decide to make a declaration and a statement. Now, like I said, this strategy is not, I said it like 3, 4, 5 times now, but I'll say it again. This strategy is not, it's not, this strategy is not going to blow you away, right? But partly that's the strength of it, because when I created this strategy, I was thinking about the people who don't really know about investing. I made it for me, but I also made it so that people who really, they're not interested in reading charts. They're not interested in pouring through income statements and balance sheets and company financials to try to pick one or two stocks. And of course, you can always just throw your money in the index, or just throw in the S&P, get your 8 to 10% returns. But I felt like I could develop something, and of course, that's what everybody says. Everybody thinks they can do it, but some people do it, and some people don't. And the only way you're gonna find out which one you are is if you try. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So I believe that I can develop a system that can perform better than the market while also being a low risk and low maintenance strategy. And right now is the test. I may pass the test, I may fail the test, but you never know if you're going to hit that game winning shot until you shoot. So, that is all I have for this video. I hope you was a bit entertained. If you like this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see a little bit more content, a little bit more of my content, you want to follow me on this journey, hit that subscribe button to get more videos. Drop a comment if you have any questions, any concerns about my strategy, maybe something you think is dumb or does not make sense, any suggestions, anything you want to say at all. Maybe let me know what your strategy is, how your portfolio is doing. But I don't have nothing else for you. Appreciate you for watching this video. Peace.